What's up, you guys? Namakan here, putting you my perspective on entertainment arenas, and welcome to another new episode of Worthy or Not, where I talk about video game characters, whether they are worthy of joining Super Smash Bros. And today, we'll be talking about a character I have been anticipating for. And his name is Bomberman. The, the very first Bomberman game was released in Japan in July 1983. It didn't came in the West until 4 years later on the NES in January of 1989. And since then, he has received multiple sequels, spin-offs, released on numerous platforms, as well as several anime and manga adaptations. As of 2007, the series has sold over 10 million copies. The most recent iteration, Amazing Bomberman, was released on Apple Arcade. And we're getting another Bomberman game, Super Bomberman R2, next year, exclusively on the Switch. Bomberman has Bomberman has been around in the gaming industry since the 80s. He's like one of the OGs of gaming mascots. His he is basically his games are basically maze like action games where you put bombs on several spaces and you try to destroy your opponent as much as you can. My God, I don't know how they did it, but they made like a somehow boring concept on paper, made it fun in practical mode. But the all right, so Bomberman has a very distinct design. Like you could see you see that design. You can search up Bomberman's design and you'll see how extremely fitting he would be in Super Smash Bros. Along with the likes of Mario, Sonic, Mega Man, Pac-Man, and Banjo-Kazooie. He would easily fit right in with those guys. It also helps that he has been with Nintendo since the very beginning, so I would feel he would fit right at home. And with I feel with a lot with the stages, I feel like you could have one of the main stages from any Bomberman game, and I people would be happy. And yeah, as for I want to go back to his design. They literally made his whole entire like this a Mii costume, and not only that, not only was his default costume a Mii costume, they made several of his colors Mii costumes. So they literally got all the if there was any all costumes for Bomberman, they it should be easy for them, like very easy. And as for the music, well, the Bomberman's theme song is pretty iconic, but I I would love Redial from Bomberman Hero as it has been used. Several YouTubers actually use that song as their basis, but it's such a good song, and Bomberman Heroes really is a pretty really underrated platformer, I would say. But Bomberman, he used to be owned by Hudson Soft, but since that company has now been defunct, and they have now been absorbed by Konami over a decade later. Now Konami owns him. When Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was first revealed, the Bomberman was literally in my top 10 most requested characters, and imagine my shock. Imagine how shocked I was when he was revealed as an assist trophy. I was so bummed too, and then I realized that Castlevania and Metal Gear Solid are way more important to Konami, which I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. It's very understandable why they chose. It's very understandable why they chose Simon and Richter over Bomberman because Castlevania is more important to the gaming industry. I mean, especially Symphony of the Night. Like people have raved about that game to this very day. Considered one of the greatest games of all time. You don't hear that with any Bomberman game. even though he has so many games. But as for his moveset, you can literally just throw bombs. But as for his Final Smash, you can use one of the. I feel like Bomberman can ride one of the rabbits in the games, and he will just ride. He will just ride. He will just roll over a lot of characters. I feel like that would be a pretty cute Final Smash. It won't be epic, but it's still accurate to the source material, I would say. But otherwise, I would love to see Bomberman in the game. He would fit right in, and he would fit right in Smash. And I'm still clamoring for Bomberman to this very day. He's literally one of my childhood heroes, and yeah. For those of you who want to, do you guys want to see Bomberman? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and make sure you follow my Instagram, Letterboxd, Backlogged, and join my Discord server down in the description down below. This is Namicon, and I'll see you next time.